tracks. My boyhood days on Granddaddy's land. Hypnotized the blind. We can still find joined in the red clay bank sand. It's stuff on my fist. Place I still love the best. Alabama River bank, now I see the lights. Goodrich town. It's a town up there. Going down the Lost Highway tonight. What's up? It's about time. It's about time. What's up, Ian? My brothers and sisters come and gather around. It's a state of mind. And almost get done wine. Can y'all hear me okay? Is the sound coming on? If it is, you're probably listening to some pain. I watched Waylon and Merle. They were the kings of the world. As I was concerned, that ain't changed. Passing down the lead. Honey and June, Hank and Miss Audrey. Like a my share of crime. It's about time. It's about time. All right, good deal. All right, we're going to ship this now. Just by playing that little bit of Hank Jr., I'm demonetized. I don't care though. I'm not in it for the money. Woo. Yeah, I already shut off all the monetization stuff. If you come across a video and it still has commercials, it's one I might have missed when I was going through trying to figure out, how to turn off all the monetization stuff. Google just wanted too much of my personal information I didn't want to give out. So I decided not to monetize the channel and just have fun and play my music and do my thing. So I'm not worried about it. I tried to advertise a little bit that we were going live tonight. What's up, Clydesdale? And catch y'all up to speed, man. I've been gone, at least 2 weeks since the last time I put out a video. We went on vacation. Yeah, me and Mrs. Table went up to the Tennessee-Kentucky mountains, up on the Tennessee-Kentucky border, Kentucky Lake. And right next to that was, I think, Barkley Lake. And we didn't get on Barkley Lake. We just stayed on Kentucky Lake. It was gorgeous. We was in Kentucky Lake, down in Tennessee. We took a pontoon boat out, went riding around. And guess whose backyard we were fishing in? Ooh, anybody want to guess? Anybody want to guess? Hank Williams Jr. For y'all that don't know, he does have a place on Kentucky Lake. And I didn't tell my wife because I didn't want to freak her out. She's probably hearing it now, though, in the live feed. But, yeah, we were fishing in Hank Williams Jr.'s backyard. You could see his house. You could hear him up there playing, swimming around and stuff. It was crazy. We didn't catch one fish. But we had fun. We bought new fishing rods, tackle, all that stuff. We bought life jackets for the puppy dogs and everything. What's up? God and Country Family Trucking's in the house. What's up, Mr. Charles? And so while we were out there, I did some drone footage flying around. And so I got a big up over view of his place there where he lives. And he even had his tour bus in the driveway. That was pretty cool. And so I got drone footage of all that. And then, like, I think it was, I want to say Thursday, we had went back into town into Paris to go to dinner. And we were out there riding around on some of the back roads. And there's a dirt road that runs right behind his house, between his house and where we were fishing. And when we were there fishing, we saw some people just sitting up there on the road watching us, right? So we're thinking, why are these people watching us? And come to find out, that's a regular public dirt road that goes through the what's the name of that? Tennessee Wildlife Reserve, some kind of Tennessee Wildlife Reserve. We went back there, took some pictures, did all that stuff, saw some of the decks. And coming soon on my Facebook page, I'm going to upload a picture. Let's see, I might have the picture here on my phone. Let's see if I can find it. They put this. They put up this. This sign. It was the U.S. Department of Interior Fish and Wildlife Service. That was it. And here it is. Here's the sign. I don't know if you'll be able to see it. Let's see. Let's zoom in on it a little bit. Let's see if we can get it to focus. I can't get it to focus. I think let's see. Turn it on. No, it still don't work. Anyway, I'll read you what it says. It says, Monument to Government Waste. Budget, $6 million. They spent $16 million for 2 miles. Years behind schedule, millions over budget, tons of concrete, steel, dirt, and asphalt. Not for the wildlife, but so some government employees can have an office with a view. Oh, that was awesome. We saw that, and I'm like, that's an awesome sign, because you know who put the sign up, right? It was the people that live there, out there where that place is. But that was really funny. And they built the sign, the monument, whatever you want to call it, so that it looks like the government put it up. It looks legit, right? Like a government thing. But yeah, we got to ride around back there on backcountry roads. A lot of cornfields, man. A lot of cornfields. But probably in some of my videos going forward, I'm going to try to put in a little bit of pictures and footage and stuff from when we were on our vacation. It was amazingly fun. I had so much fun. I encourage everyone to go to Kentucky Lake and enjoy it. It is awesome. I don't know about the fishing. We didn't catch nothing. We fished up on the Kentucky side, and we fished down on the Tennessee side. Didn't catch buckers, but we did have fun. Oh, let's see. What's up, Ralph? Cletus. Let's see what Mr. Charles said. So what did you break on the truck this time? I don't know. I don't know. It's in the shop. I'll find out hopefully tomorrow. But here's what happened. Let me tell you what's been going on with the truck. So it's been really hard to crank. Let's see. I think I got, let's see if I can find it. I'll let you hear it for yourself. We, a while back, I was trying to, another thing I noticed today when I had the truck in the shop, I was standing behind the truck, behind the fifth wheel, and I was looking at the sleeper, and I was like, my airbags, you know how your sleeper has airbags underneath it, right? My airbags look like they were leaning sideways. That's crazy. Okay, here it is. Let me turn up the volume. There we go. All right, so listen to the truck crank. So you see how long it took it to crank? I'm just holding the key, holding the key, holding the key. Finally, it cranks up. So I don't know. I don't know. I mean, I've been told it was the injectors. I've been told it was maybe the fuel rail or something like that. Could be sucking some air somewhere. Trying to think some of the other things they said it could be. I mean, there's a lot of things they said it could be. I just don't know. Most everybody, if you've ever run out of fuel or changed the fuel filter or anything like that, and you forgot to pour fuel into the filter before you put it back on, and you try to crank it and it won't crank, you have to prime it, right? Well, mine on the driver's side, right above where the fuel filter is on the bottom, has a little primer pump. You have to prime it, like just pump it like 1,000 times, 100 times, whatever, just keep pumping it. Well, it unscrews and it pops up. It's got a spring and you pump it. Then you lock it back down. Well, mine doesn't lock down, right? So what they did was they took a cap off of probably maybe a coolant, you know, the black jugs of coolant, they got that red cap on top. Well, they took that red cap, put a little slit on each side of the top of the cap up there, ran a zip tie through that, put that down over the little primer pump thing and zip tied it down to hold that down because it wouldn't lock down on its own. So it could be stuck in there. I don't know. But it's been like that ever since I bought the truck. So I don't know if that's it or not. It has, I saw it today because I had to read it off to the lady, 1,145,667 or something like that. So yeah, she has a lot. Wait, 1,100,000 and that's it, 1,100,000. Anyway, it's got like almost 1.2 million. It's got a lot. So, what's up, Daniel? Oh, I got two Daniels. I got Daniel Clark and Daniel Adame. What's up, Stick and Clutch? I love the YouTube name, Stick and Clutch. Yeah, so it's got past 1 million miles. So, what have I been doing? I got 2 YouTube videos ready to go. I just got to edit them and get them uploaded. So I'll be doing that tonight, tomorrow, because I'll be in the hotel probably all day tomorrow because, well, I say all day tomorrow. I'm actually going to take a road trip up to Greensboro to talk to the Volvo place up there, find out about when they think they can get trucks in. I'm also going to maybe talk to MHC about Kenworths and stuff, Peterbilts and stuff like that. I love the Volvo. The Volvo is my first choice. If I had a choice of any new truck I could buy, I would buy a Volvo. The 860 Globetrotter, in my opinion, is above the rest. I love it. Great fuel economy, great comfort, smooth ride. I love the truck. So that's my first choice. But right now, Volvo is on strike. So who knows when they're going to come off strike, you know. And I found out today why they're on strike, right? A lot of people go, oh, they just want more money. They're spoiled. They want more money. Do you know how much one of their the guy I was talking to a guy today, the guy that's working on my truck, he's friends with these guys because he knows a lot of people in Volvo. That's what he does. I mean, I call him the Volvo whisperer. You know, his name's Clint, and he knows a lot of these guys. He probably met a lot of them through the Facebook page, but he probably knows them because he used to work for the Volvo place in Greensboro. And so he's met these people. He knows a lot of these people. And he was telling me about how much they're making, right? An engineer with a college degree, $20 an hour. What? They're wanting to pay people $15 an hour to flip a burger. And you're paying an engineer with a college degree $20 an hour? I'd be on strike too. So that's the deal. Hey, John Armstrong, what's up, Bubba? Oh, you can't hear me very well? Oh, there's background noise. Yeah, it's the AC. I got the AC on. So, FW says it sounds okay. Well, Mr. Daniel Adame, he's a professional YouTuber. He has that big time microphone and stuff, so he's a big timer. John Armstrong, Volvo is on strike up in Dublin, Virginia, I believe it is. I tried to book a load the other day going up there to take a load to the Volvo place up in Dublin, and the agent goes, "Oh, no, we're not doing those loads. Those loads shouldn't even be on the board. All those loads got canceled because they're on strike." I'm like, "What? When did they go back on strike?" So that was how I found out they were back on strike. What's up, Big Houston? Boop, boop. I watched your video today. You had your little orange hat on, hard hat. What's up, Paul? Yeah, okay. So Paul S. He says he has family members that work at the plant up there in Dublin. Tell him, John. Tell him, Paul. Am I telling the truth? I'm right? Because I don't think Clint will lie to me about this. They're not getting paid what they deserve to get paid. I mean, if you're going to pay somebody. I saw it up in Ohio. It was working at some factory, and they were starting them off at 19 plus an hour. And you're paying an engineer with a college degree $20 an hour? That's crazy. Yeah, see, Paul. So I understand, but here's the thing. I can buy a truck. And here's a lot of people are going to jump on me about this, but I looked at Lone Mountain, right, just to see, because I thought maybe they might have some stock, right? Well, come to find out, they don't have anything in stock, right? No new trucks, no T680s, no Volvos, no Freightliner Cascadias, none of those. What do they have in stock? They have, as of today, 28 W900 studio sleeper 86-inch trucks with the 500 Cummins X15 engine, 13-speed manual transmission, 336 rear ends. Fuel mileage is gonna suck. I'd have to put down $21,000 to get the truck, and my payments would be $2,850 a month for 60 months. That wouldn't be a problem. I could do that easy. And I could do the $21,000 down. The problem is, if I do the $21,000 down, then I'm stuck paying on this truck I'm on now. Or I could pay the truck off that I have now, but then I don't have the $21,000 to put down. It's like I need like $40,000 cash. Anybody got just spot me another 20? I got the 20. I just need somebody to spot me another 20. And somebody spot me 20 grand. Anybody. I'm not picky. I'll take it from anybody. All right. What's up, Nomadic Brit? What's going on, bud? Mississippi. What's going on in Mississippi? You know what? There is a great man that lives in Mississippi, and some great men have come from Mississippi. Mr. Jerry Clower. Oh, he's from Yazoo. And there's another guy in Mississippi. I want to say he's somewhere in the Jackson area, maybe. I'm not sure. Mr. Buddy Brown. Remember that name, Buddy Brown. Mississippian. Very smart man. I love Buddy Brown. Follow him on YouTube if you don't already follow him on YouTube. I know, man. I play the lottery every week. I don't miss it. I keep hoping I'll win the lottery myself one day. Is Pale Rider working tonight? Is he driving late? I hadn't even I spied on him lately to see what he's doing. I was at the shop most of the day. I got my last drop off this morning up in Morrisville and came back down to the TA, dropped off my trailer, paid for parking. I went inside and checked with him. I said, hey, can I drop my trailer if I reserve a spot and pay for the spot? Can I drop the trailer to take my truck to the shop? And he's like, was it something that we can't fix in our shop? And I was like, yep, something you can't fix. I've never heard of a TA changing out injectors. I mean, they might do it, but they're not doing it on my truck. That's for sure. Let's see. Daniel Clark, you can write the whole purchase price of the truck off on your taxes. My accountant did it. You know what, Daniel? I have researched this and I have found out, and I've talked to some smart people. One of them might still be in here. If he is, give us a thumbs up. Mr. Charles Anderson, God Country Family Trucking. He right now is working on his second lease truck, leasing it through SFI, and he writes off 100% of the lease payment. So I did the math, right? If I bought the Volvo through Lone Mountain, that would be $32,000 I could write off at the end of the year. If I buy the W9, that's $34,000 I can write off every year for 5 years. That's well over 150, 170, somewhere in there, $1,000 that you can write off. So that's definitely a consideration, you know. And I also talked to some people at Landstar, and they told me they did their truck through Lone Mountain, and when they finished it off, they registered the title in Indiana, where Landstar has their base plates coming out of, because they have a facility in Indiana. So they used Indiana, registered their title in Indiana, no tax, no sales tax. That's amazing. And here's the good news, right? I'm driving for Landstar, so I could maybe do the same thing. And here's the other good news. I'm not leaving Landstar unless they leave me. I mean, they could tell me to hit the road, but other than that, I'm not leaving. I'm staying here till I retire. So that works out perfect, right? And when I retire, I'm not keeping a truck. I'm selling it, or, you know, maybe sell, what do they call those things? Oh, those tickets. Raffle. Sell raffle tickets. And sell enough raffle tickets to win a truck. But so that's a thought. That's something I'm going to look into and see if I can do that. But yeah, and then here's another thing too, right? The truck has been really hard to crank. You heard the video. Super hard to crank the truck. It scares me. Monday night, I picked up the load Monday afternoon down in Havana, where I live. I drove up to my first drop up in Roebuck, South Carolina. Did not switch the truck off. I'm in the middle of the woods delivering nursery stock. I did not want to turn the truck off because I was afraid it wouldn't crank back up. So I didn't turn the truck off, and it idled all night, right? So the next day I get up and I'm going down the road and I'm checking all my gauges, checking everything out like I always do, because I'm constantly worried about the truck. I'm always checking the gauges. I'm always checking everything. And the soot level, mine has a soot level gauge, and it was high. It was almost touching on the little peg. There's a little triangle peg that comes down. It was almost touching on it. So I was like, I need to do a part regen. So I made 5 drops yesterday, and out of 6, I had 6 drops. I made 5 of them. Wait till you see the video footage on drop number 4. It is hilarious. It's 3 guys. They didn't speak English hardly at all. They could understand me a little bit, and they couldn't figure out how to pick up a pallet that was turned sideways. It was hilarious. I had to show them how to do it, and because they had one of those extending forklift things that extends back and forth way out, one of those long arms, and it was hilarious. But I had on the let's see. Yeah. The spy cam glasses. I had them on the whole time that they were unloading. All they had to do was unload 3 pallets, 3 racks, and that was it. It took them over an hour. It was crazy. So anyway, I got 5 off yesterday. I got part. I stayed in, how you pronounce it? Mabane, whatever it is, where the Petro is over there on 40. And I parked there and tried to do a forced regen. And it started doing the regen, and about a minute, 2 minutes, it just stopped. was like, what's going on? And I looked at it, checked all the gauges, everything looked fine. I did have a code, so I checked my codes. I had a P1133, which may or may not be an oxygen sensor. I'm not sure because it says it's different things. So I went in and cleared all the codes, had the truck switched off, and it crunked right back up. I was so happy it just crunked right back up. So I crunked it back up, hooked it back up again, tried to do the force regen again. Same thing, ran for about a minute or so, stopped. So I tried to request a regen, went in and did all the requesting to do a regen, and it said conditions not met for regen. So I asked about it on the Volvo Masters page on Facebook, and a lot of people said, well, when it needs to do a regen, you'll know and it'll do it, And that may be true because it never told me that I was going to be in D-rate or anything like that. So maybe it didn't need to do a regen. I don't know. But somebody else said they had the same problem using the same tool I was using, the OTR performance tool. And they told me that they had the same problem. And it went on for about a month. They got new injectors put in, no more problem. Works fine now. And they can use the OTR tool, do the regen, no problem, the force regen. So there's another thing that makes me think it might be the injectors. So we'll see. If it is the injectors, I talked to Clint today. I said, are you going to be able to get the parts? Because I know there's a part shortage. He goes, man, I got an extra set of them in here somewhere. I just got to dig them out. So he keeps stuff like that in stock, because he puts them in so often, and he programs them. He does all that himself. He's really a phenomenal mechanic. Phenomenal. He's got so many trucks there, and he is a guy that thinks outside the box, and he's like a MacGyver or a combination of MacGyver, maybe some other things. But anyway, he's got a lot of common sense. He does a lot of those things that you wouldn't normally think of to do. So I recommend him and he works on other trucks. He works on Kenworths. He works on Freightliner. So not just Volvo, but I call him the Volvo Whisperer just because I think that's what he does best. There's a celebrity in the house trucking along with Kirsty. Hey. John Armstrong, an hour. Okay, maybe he's talking to Daniel. Check out Trans Advantage. Is that a dealer, maybe? I have to check that out. I checked out Dobbs Truck Group today, and they have some trucks in stock, no Volvos, but they had a Peterbilt Ultraloft 2021 model, and they had it listed under $155,000. 540 miles on it. That's easy. But I had to put up with a pack car engine. But I think I could probably make the pack car work. Kirsty cracks me up. I love your videos, Kirsty. They're so funny. Sorry about you being sick. I watched your videos where you were sick, and I was like, I've been there, done that. So I'm glad you're feeling better. Are you going to be doing any more training? Are you going to get a new student and do some more training? I tried the training thing. I couldn't do it. God bless you, girl. You got you got more patience than I got. I tried doing it a couple of times back in the day, and it about drove me crazy. Of course, this was using the truck we were using was like a big W9 Studio, and that's another thing too. I was looking at the W9s that Long Mountain has, 280-inch wheelbase. 280 inches. Do you know how big that is? That's huge. Do you know how much room you would have behind the sleeper to put anything you wanted to put back there? AP, no problem. Toolbox, no problem. You got plenty of room. So I just had to get used to that big, long wheelbase. Making my turns and stuff would be a lot different. I definitely have to get more patient in traffic. I'm bad about trying to nudge people along. I'd have to hold back a little bit. I couldn't get too close. Because that big box front end, you'd be done bump somebody out of the way. But with that slope nose, you can see right over down there where you're at. So I'd have to get used to that. Okay, reasonable rates. That's good. See, I got excellent credit, right? My credit score's like 800 plus. So I'm not going to have any trouble with the credit part of it. I work for a phenomenal company. When they find out you're a BCO with Landstar, you've been there a while, what you want, what kind of truck you want, they hook you up. So I don't think that'll be a problem me getting a truck. The problem with getting a truck is inventory. There's no inventory. Okay, they're part of United Van Lines. Okay, I have to check that out. 10% down, that's no problem. I mean, because like that one truck that was 154,000, that's only about 16 grand. That's no big deal. And okay, I'm trying to read the comments and keep up. I'm not that fast of a reader. Let's see. I have been at Landstar for a combined 5.5 years, almost 6 years. I was with them for a few years, had the wreck, and came off the road for a few years. Now I've been back almost 3 years. So almost 6 years. I don't blame you. Take a break, work at your own pace. Don't have to be in a rush. That's what I love about Prime, man. I mean, if I was starting out new, I would go to Prime because you learn a lot. You get an opportunity to buy a truck or just be a company driver. I mean, it's pretty awesome. I've watched some of JJ the Trucker's videos and stuff. He's doing the owner-operator thing, lease purchase over there at Prime, and he's doing phenomenal. But right now, the rates are just crazy, ridiculous good. Thank you, Kersey. Thank you. You're the best. I keep hoping we'll get a chance to run across you someday. But I don't know if we ever run the same lanes or not. I don't have Ducky with me. He's not with me. If he was, he'd be on the bed behind me asleep. But he's at the house. I knew I was going to be putting the truck in the shop, so I went ahead and left him at the house because it's just easier to get an Uber. It's easier to get a hotel. So it's a lot easier. And it's better for him too because he's not having to deal with people and everything. Yeah, I looked at some used trucks, but I'll be honest with you, if I bought a used one, it'd have to have less than 250,000 on it. I just don't want something that's been road rough and put up wet or whatever you want to call that. 104,000 miles. Oh yeah, okay. What we got? Signal green. I don't know about that. Landstar 120 just last month. Let's see, going through Roll Mountain. Oh yeah, flatbed. I guess you go to flatbed maybe for 6 months or something like that, maybe a year at the very most, but probably only 6 months or less. And then you go to step deck. Then you do that for 6 months or a year, and then you step up to the big thing. Go check out, if you're thinking about doing flatbed, go check out Nathan Galloway Sr., I believe it is. Gangster G-Way. He's a heavy haul guy. He has the big W9 with the Hulk on the side. It's the lime green. And he just got an RGN trailer from Landstar, and he's killing it. He is killing it over here with that big RGN. And but he's doing great. And he, like I said, he has a YouTube channel, Nathan Galloway Sr. And I actually reached out to him and started talking to him when I was thinking about coming back to Landstar. Oh, get out of here. Are you kidding me? Really? Daniel Clark, you load out of Havana all the time. You load there at the nursery, May Nursery. Is that where it is that you load out of? May Nursery, Mr. Lawson and all of them. Oh, man, those are great people. They let me drop my trailer there for a week while I was on vacation. Wonderful people. And they usually hook me up with good loads, 3 drops, stuff like that. Something that doesn't drive me crazy. I just did a 6 drop load for them, and I swear I was about to pull my hair out before I can get those drops done. I'm just not one of those guys that likes to do a lot of drops. You've never heard my wreck story, Kazio? Which wreck? I've had so many. I tell you what, man, if you want to find out about all those wrecks, and I talk about them in detail, what I was thinking, what I was going through, if you go check out some of my old videos, I need to put together a playlist. That's what I should do. Move all those videos over to a playlist. But anyway, all you have to do is go in and search for the My Trucking Life, Truth, Trucking, and Tribulations. And I talk about all the wrecks. I talk about all that stuff that's happened, coming and going with Landstar and other companies I've worked for. But yeah, go check that out. That's those are good videos. I really had a lot of fun making those. I love putting that information out there. Kersey, you are an anomaly. And I don't mean that in a bad way. I mean that in a good way. You are an anomaly. I don't know of any other truck driver that has written a book and done all the things that you've done, and then you ended up as a truck driver. I saw something the other day about people complaining about their student loans, and they got all these debts, you know, and I can't buy a house because I got all this student loan debt. Get you a CDL and go to being a truck driver. You can pay that student loan debt off like that, you know. Right now, the rates are good. People are looking for truck drivers like crazy because there's a shortage of truck drivers, you know. Companies have trucks that are sitting because they don't have anybody to put in them. And the freight right now, I heard one of my former Landstar cohorts the other night talking. He was talking about hauling loads $8 a mile, and we're talking. I think it was a reefer load, but still, I mean, there's dry van loads paying. I've been hauling. I hauled 2 in a row that was paying over $6 a mile. But anyway, what I was trying to get at about you being an anomaly is you could be a phenomenal lease purchase owner op person, especially if you do it through Prime, because you already know their system, and you would be phenomenal. I know you would. I missed something, Paul. What did you say you wanted to do? Yes, hit the thumbs up. Yeah, Zello has been quiet lately, Big Houston. I did get to talk to one of my Landstar cohorts the other day, a little bit on Zello, Mr. Trucker for Life. And while I was talking to him, one of my other friends at Landstar called me, Jim, and me and him were talking, and we talked for a couple of hours, I know, while I was doing some of my drops. Okay, yeah, you work with Donna. Donna, that's my girl. I love Donna. She is awesome. We had a death in the family, and I was like, oh, I can't take this load, but I need to take it because I got another load coming back. I don't know if you ever heard of the CRC agency, but they had me a load coming right back to the house. And I was trying to get up and get back because we knew we were going to a funeral. And the timeline changed on the funeral, and I couldn't take the load. And I have a friend over here at Landstar who said, hey, I'm going to be in Florida. I'll take the load for you. So I called Donna, talked to her. She goes, yeah, no problem. Just give me his truck number, give me his information. We'll switch it over. Let me talk to him and everything. Sure. And talk to Landstar, get everything squared away. We switched it over, went to the funeral, and we made it back in time. So she switched me back over to the load. She has the patience like Kersey. She has a lot of patience, but she worked with me. She helped me out with that. It got me going. And every time I know I'm going to be home, I call her up. I say, hey, Donna, I'm going to be home. You got me a load? Because she knows where I like to run, right? She knows I like Indiana, Ohio, Illinois, Tennessee, Kentucky, the Carolinas. You know, I stay in the Midwest, Southeast, and she hooks me up. And she knows I hate the 5-6 stops, but she did that one for me because I had to get to North Carolina to get my truck worked on. Yeah, Donna is great. I don't know if she knows about my YouTube channel. I can't remember if I ever told her about it. But next time you talk to her, Daniel, tell her that you follow Robbie, who lives in Havana, one of her drivers, on YouTube. Maybe she'll come check me out. I missed something. Been watching. Okay, thanks, Clydesdale. Appreciate that, man. Yeah, I got some of the best subscribers, man. I can't believe that you guys have hung in with me for so long. I've been doing this channel now for, let's see, I want to say December, January, somewhere in there. It'll be about 3 years. So, yeah, a lot of you guys started out with me when I had like 25 subscribers and I was just barely getting going. And I had a lot of help from a good friend, Anthony Blackbeard, who, if you're in here, you probably know Anthony Blackbeard, and you are a fan. We all miss Blackbeard. We was here with. You are a phenomenal company driver, Kersey. You're probably, I would say, Prime's top 3 favorite company drivers, maybe. That's another thing. Don't you sit on some kind of board with Prime when they're doing all that stuff? Yeah, yeah. See, look, Kersey, she had all that student loan debt and she got herself out. Oh, and by the way, if y'all not subscribed, go subscribe to Kersey for sure. She donates all of her money that she makes off YouTube to charity. So definitely go check her out and give her some likes and some views and everything. The more money she can make, watch some commercials for her and stuff, make some money, help her make some money because she gives all that money to charity. That's awesome. I was going to try to give mine, but I'm not giving Google my social security number, bank account numbers, and all that other stuff. I just don't trust them that much. All right, Paul. Yeah, you know CRC.